Good morning, students. So today we will learn about food preservation. So far we have seen that microorganisms are harmful for human beings, for animals and plants, and also they create food poisoning. They are harmful for our food also. Okay, they spoil the food and toxins are produced. So it is very necessary to preserve our food. So what is microorganisms spoil of food? So the preventing or we can say preservation of food is must or it is necessary. So there are several methods for food preservation. We are going to see some methods like chemical methods. So some chemicals are added in the foods to store it for longer time. Okay, let's see. Chemical that checks the growth of microorganisms are called preservatives. Here you can see that there was called check. चेक मतलब रोकना, स्टॉप. जैसे हम सुनते हैं ना पुलिस चेकिंग हो रही है, चेकिंग मतलब रोकना. सो ऐसे केमिकल्स जो बैक्टीरिया माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स की ग्रोथ को स्टॉप करता हो, रोकता हो, ऐसे केमिकल्स को हम कहेंगे प्रिजर्वेटिव्स. और वो केमिकल्स हम फूड में डाल सकते हैं तभी उसे हम कहेंगे फूड प्रिजर्वेटिव्स. ओके, एग्जांपल्स. ओके, समटाइम्स सॉल्ट आर आल्सो यूज्ड, एडिबल ऑयल आल्सो यूज्ड, and some chemicals like sodium benzoate and sodium metabisulfite. So if you ask, write two, we can say food preservatives like chemicals, you can write sodium benzoate and sodium metabisulfite. So they are used as food preservatives. And also like different kind of food are we can say stored by different means like meat or fish. So they add salt because of, if you learn in 9th standard, there is a process known as osmosis. So if you create a hypotonic environment, ज़्यादा concentrated environment create करोगे तो osmosis के कारण बैक्टीरिया फंगी का ग्रोथ नहीं हो पाता. That is a different topic. But you just remember that salt is added in meat of fish to preserve it for longer time. That even if salt is added in amla, raw mangoes. Okay, so salt is added in such thing to preserve for longer time because it will create a osmosis process and it will stop the growth of fungi, bacteria, and microorganisms. And also like high concentration of sugar you found in jams, jellies, squashes, because this high concentration of sugar will again does the same process, that is of osmosis. And because of osmosis, if there is a chance of one bacteria, so the water will come out from that bacteria or fungi and it will destroy that because of osmosis process. That is in 9th standard. It is a simple, just when there is a high concentration and low concentration, water move from low concentration to the high concentration, and in this way this is known as osmosis. So sugar is added in jams and jellies and squashes to prevent the, we can say, spoiling of food. So by salt or by sugar, the main purpose is to make high concentration. Okay, I will teach you what is osmosis later, but this is the way how food is preserved in different things. Like in certain pickles and vegetables, you can add oil in pickles and vinegar. So by adding oil and vinegar, it creates a hypotonic environment, and this is way different food are stored by different means of preservation. So here oil and vinegar are used such as in pickles and vegetables. And main process, pasteurization, heat and cold treatment. So you might have seen that Amul, Gold, and different kind of milk, or we can say products are sold. Okay, how they preserve the milk, how they we can say what kind of treatment they do. So that is known as pasteurization process. This process was discovered by Louis Pasteur. What they do, the milk is heated to about 70 degrees centigrade just for 15 to 30 seconds. So milk is heated at 70 degrees centigrade for 30 seconds, 15 to 30 seconds, and all of a sudden it is chilled. And it is cooled. In this way, it kills the bacteria, and this is the way milk is preserved. And also, you have seen that at home also, either you have to boil the milk or you have to keep the milk in the fridge. This is the way milk is stored, because at room temperature, the activity of bacteria and microorganisms increases. The enzyme work at normal temperature. But if you keep at low temperature or if you keep at high temperature, the enzyme activity, bacterial activity becomes less. That's why they can't able to convert or ferment the milk. And also this pasteurization process is used in the milk industries. So what they do, they heat at 70 degrees centigrade and to 15 to 30 seconds, and then they also chill it. In this way, the milk is cooled. and this process is known as pasteurization. It is developed by Louis Pasteur. It is discovered by Louis Pasteur. It is he was French chemist. Then the last is storage and packing. So many food are stored, like you have like chips packets. So in airtight packing are there. Okay, no air. So what they do for like chips, in chips for they flush nitrogen gas, and they prevent, they seal the packets, okay, so tightly that even air can't enter it, because with the because of the air the food get oxidized and there is a smell of rancidity or different or bad smell. So when a food or oily products are exposed to air, so over the time they become rancid. They become rancid and a foul smell comes out because of air oxidation. Like just to give example, if you take pawa in your lunch box and if you forgot to take out from your bag, so if you are, for example, to take a pawa at home at school in lunch box, but some of them we can say your lunch is left, but at home if it was Saturday and you just forgot to take out your lunch box and on Monday you take out, then there is a bad smell coming out from that your pawa. So why is it so? So any oily substance when it is exposed to air, what happens? It becomes rancid. A bad odor comes out from that oily product. So because of oxidation, and this process is known as rancidity, and that can be happening in so many foods. But like chips manufacturer, what they do? They flush nitrogen gas. Nitrogen gas is not doing oxidation, but normal air which is having oxygen also, it does the process of oxidation. So normal chips packets they flush with nitrogen gas, and they are sealed so much tightly that no air can enter it. So we can use this we can say seal and airtight packets. So these are some ways for food preservation. I hope you got it, and if you have any doubt you can ask me. And our next the last topic will be nitrogen cycle. Okay, that's it for today.